Hi ladies, I am here to discuss personal swaps and group swaps. I got asked to do this video so that way, maybe some people don't know exactly what a personal swap is. So I decided that I would do the video for them. And I'll discuss the 6x9 swap. A 6x9 swap is a swap that you fill a 6x9 envelope. Usually you discuss what you want to do, how many mixes and how many nail art you want to send. You'd usually discuss that prior, obviously, before you do the swap. Myself and May Nail Designs, we're doing a swap, or we just decided to do one together, and it's going to be a spring-summer swap. And we decided, themes are fun to do, not just for group swaps, but for personal swaps. They're so much fun to do. I cannot tell you. It's more challenging, than just sending stuff. So that's an option. You guys can come up with a theme swap or not. You could just do a regular 6x9 and just stick whatever in there, whatever nail related. Or some people ask for certain things that they want, or they don't have, certain glitters or spangles or whatever. Some people don't have certain things that other people do and vice versa. So sometimes you guys swap things back and forth. But the basic swap is a 5-5 swap. So it's 5 mixes, 5 nail art. So you got 5 mixes right here, and you usually send the 5 nail art as well. So on top of that, sometimes even with a basic swap, not all the time, sometimes people send like a file or a little extra glitter, even for the basic swap sometimes. But you guys discuss that, you know what I mean, before you do the swap. So you guys will know what you guys are going to get. Maybe not know exactly what's in there, but, you have the whole thing to where you guys know how much you're sending out. And let me see. There's polish swaps. There's nail art swaps. And when you send nail art swaps, personally, you want to kind of, I know, who was it? Joanna Pacheco. When we did a personal swap, she asked me things I liked, and I asked her things she liked. So, it's always nice to find out what the person likes. Not only are you finding out what they like, but you're getting to know them a little more as well. So that's also a good thing, Most of us ladies are here on YouTube. We like to make friends and, get to know each other better. So that's always a great thing to do, ask what they like and what they don't like, so you don't send them something that they really can't stand, You kind of, when you do a personal swap, you want to send that person what they like and that they're going to use, And, yeah, never send somebody something that you wouldn't use, like a big giant piece of nail art that's like about this size. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you're not going to use it, they're not going to use it. If it doesn't fit on a nail like that, they're probably not going to use it. Unless you know the person and they're going to use it for their cell phone case or something else, other than that. The other thing I had to talk about with a personal swap is never, ever, ever, I can't stress it enough, send a mix that somebody else made and you say it's yours. That is the worst possible thing you can do. Even if it's not from somebody on YouTube's mix, if it's a seller's mix, you buy a mix from somebody on eBay or any of the sites that you get glitter mixes. If you buy a mix and you put it in a personal swap and it's not yours and you're saying it's yours, that's so disrespectful. I understand if you're first starting out and you're all new to this, that's, it's still not right, but it's understandable because you're new and, maybe you like to show that you can do these mixes, and I get that, but, for the person that actually made the mix, they worked hard for that. You know what I mean? They worked hard coming up with it and mixing it. And if you do that, at least let the person know that you're giving this stuff to. Let the person know that that it was made by somebody else, because that somebody else, like I said, worked hard to make it. And you would never like it if you made something that you worked hard for and somebody took it, bought it, and then gave it to somebody else and said that they made it. That is so upsetting to find out. It's never happened to me, but it's happened to somebody else. And this is why this video is mainly up. Because if you don't make it and somebody else does, you have to give that person their recognition, their props that they deserve, because they made it, they did it, not you. You know what I mean? But of course, by all means, if you make these things and you send them, that's great. But if you didn't and you put your name on it, that's so dishonest. And nobody wants to deal with somebody like that. You know what I mean? You'll burn all bridges, and people will start to see that, well, I don't know if I should send her this because she might take my mix and give it to somebody else and say she did it. You know what I mean? It's going to start a whole big thing, and no, doesn't need to happen. All you got to do is, if you didn't make it, put the person's name that made it, and that you're giving it to somebody. It's not a big deal. You don't have to make the mixes if you don't know how or don't want to. You can buy the mixes off of someplace, and as long as you keep that person's name on it, you can always give it in a personal swap. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't want to make this too long. So I just wanted to go over that. That was the main reason why I did this video. So that, some of the new people that are doing stuff like swaps or something, they know what to expect in a swap, or they can, they can come up with things to do for a swap, that type of thing. And, that person knows nobody's mad, but it's just a little dishonest, and nobody dislikes the person for doing it, but it's just not a right thing to do, you know what I mean? And I think, group swaps. Ladies, I found out group swaps, they're costing me 5 stamps to send out the swaps. Well, most of them are sent out, but they costed me 5 stamps. Well, people that sent me 3 stamps, it costed me 2 stamps. People that sent me the 4 stamps, I only had to put 1 stamp a piece. So altogether, that's over 50 stamps that I've had to put on, because besides the ladies that forgot, because they told me, I said it was okay, but it's costing me over 50 stamps. So next swap for myself, it's going to be 5 stamps. I'm just giving you a heads up, because that's what it's costing me. And not only myself, but Shannon Heavenly Graphics just found out today that her swap cost her 5 stamps. So she's had to do the same thing I have. She had to put in stamps just like I have. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing it. But I know for now, for next time, it's 5 stamps for each swap, because that is insane. I thought I was going to be good with 4 stamps, and I was not. So I've had to put a lot of stamps. That's a lot of money. Over 50 stamps, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. So, yeah, this swap was very costly for myself. So next swap, I'm making sure 5 stamps for everybody. And international, Canada, it's almost $8 to ship. So I'm going to find out tomorrow, or I'm sorry, today for the rest of the overseas stuff, because of the swap being, it's not that much heavy. I mean, I only stuck a goodie bag in there, you know what I mean? So it's really not that much heavier. But I know Canada is about $8 to ship, so I'm guessing overseas is going to be a little bit more than that to ship a swap. So I will let you guys know today. I will post it on Facebook. If you don't have me on Facebook, I will leave the link below for that to find out if you're in my swap and you're international. Please go check it out on my Facebook. I will post it on there when I get back how much exactly what it's going to be so we can, you know, I'll have them print out something, some type of receipt or something so I could show you guys what it's going to be. How much it's going to be. I know for Canada it's almost $8. It's about $8. So you're talking about like $7.50 for Canada. So it's going to be more than that for overseas. So, okay. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed the chit chat, the little info. I hope it helps some of you that have never done a swap. They're really simple. As long as you two communicate and you decide what you guys want to do, it'll be good. It'll be perfect. It's fun. You know, it's like Christmas when you do a personal swap. It's so much fun. And it's always a surprise. All right, ladies, thank you and have a good day. Bye.